This is Iceland, a very volcanically active part of Iceland, and here I am attempting to capture and translate the beauty of this place with photography. I'm well practiced in making these one-man landscape photography videos, and I have visited Iceland many times, so you'd think that I'd be a little bit more wary of what this country can throw at you. My brand new Fuji X-T4 is well and truly being thrown in at the deep end. Never ever underestimate the wind here in Iceland. So speaking of the wind's been a bit of a nightmare today, not only for audio reasons, because I seem to have real problems with wind noise on this X-T4, and I'm not a sound engineer, so let me darken you down, I don't know why that is. But yeah, the wind before blew over all my gear, blew over this camera, blew over my tripod. I was really worried for a second, but luckily everything was okay. Now this geothermal area is, oh my gosh, there we go. This geothermal area is beautiful. We spend hours and hours and hours here. And when the four of us arrived, myself, Thor, Alistair and Adam, we had the place to ourselves. And that was great because this place is full of narrow ridges and footpaths, and you have to stick to the footpaths, you have to. You don't want to go damaging and scarring the land. But the problem with that is if there are other people visiting, you know, a lot of the best shots are just on a very narrow ridge. Therefore, you're going to be blocking the footpath. So there's that added element of stress. So I haven't done much filming whilst taking the images. I've shot a bit of B-roll, and I've taken some notes to self. Quick note to self, took a third exposure on the scene with Velvia 50 f/16, but it's not appropriate to film in that manner in this location, especially when a busload of fellow tourists come and yeah, it's oh, there we go. Yeah, that's the problem I'm having. But I guess that's the life of a landscape photography vlogger. So yeah, it's been great. I'll talk about the photography in a second, but welcome to this beautiful geothermal area. If you're new to this channel or have been away for a few months, not too long ago I bought myself a 6x6 medium format film camera. This is my Hasselblad 501cm and I'm currently loading it with Velvia 50 film. It's a right faff, but I am getting better at it. Again, if you're new here, let me take this opportunity to let you know about my landscape photography book, full of images and stories from on location out there. I'll stick a link in the description. I chose to shoot on Velvia 50 because this particular film is well known for its high contrast and rich, vibrant colours, almost as if it was designed for landscape photographers. The environment that I'm photographing right now is a palette of golden yellows, rich browns and vibrant blues. This film will pull every ounce of goodness out of this landscape. At least that's my hope. I focus on the distant hillside and dial in an aperture of f/16 to ensure focus throughout. Patiently, I wait for the diffused light to return as the clouds dance overhead, constantly changing the light levels. It's gone very dark all of a sudden. Just wait for the light to come back. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on. It's coming. I can feel it. I can't see it, but I can feel it. I take my shot. Done. First image on film, done. Still walking around looking for images. There's so much here. It's it's seeing, you can't see the wood for the trees. I was thinking though, I'm thinking people who are watching this channel, or perhaps new to this channel, might be asking the question, like, why am I shooting with film and not digital? And I think it's a topic I've discussed in the past. And I just want to say, like, you know, I just want to state it clearly on this channel that film isn't better than digital. Digital isn't better than film. Photography is photography. And then how you practice that photography is, oh, it's so bright, is entirely up to you. Like, I don't think I'm any better than anyone because I'm shooting with this camera. I mean, you've already seen on this trip I've had the X-T3 out, and you know, there's some nice images with the X-T3, and I will continue to shoot with the X-T3. Look at this, manually controlling the exposure as the clouds constantly come and go. Hey Thor, why don't you come in and sit down? Come in, come on. So yeah, it's all about, just for me, it's just I just enjoy the camera, enjoy the process. Right. Photography is photography. It's not about the camera or the medium in which you shoot. This is as wide as I can go. So we'll have to come out a bit. I'd like to use this opportunity to say Iceland is open.
Yeah, this is a bit awkward. Iceland is open, but also things are changing rapidly day by day. So please just make sure you check the up-to-date information on Iceland before listening to me waffle on for the next 2 minutes.
This is Thor. I'd say we're come back a bit. You're a bit too, you're going to break the lens. Oh God. We're here. Thor's kindly invited us here. I'd say we're friends now, and there's me, Adam, Alistair, and Thor. But Iceland is open, so if you do want to come and shoot in Iceland, you can. I flew in. You get a COVID test at the airport. Results come through in a few hours, and then you're away.
Very pleasant.
No, straight up the nose. It's horrible. Well, Thor is by far the best photographic guide here in Iceland. So if you do want to come, you want a bit of photography, and you're getting itchy feet, I'll put Thor's details in the description below. Yeah. How do you like that plug?
Yeah, well, it's a nice plug.
Yeah.
Pretty overstatement on like the best photography guide, but you know, I'm by far the best.
Well, there you go. An overstatement. Let's get serious for a minute. How has COVID-19 affected your business?
It's been slow.
Slow.
It's very slow.
How many workshops and tours have been cancelled?
Ooh, everything from March until, I would say, until now, you know.
Cancelled.
Yeah, I'm doing private tours, mainly just focusing on private tours instead of like big group workshops.
Yeah.
I think it's more sensible nowadays.
It's true, it's been devastating to the photography industry.
Just worldwide.
Yeah, well, everything really. So yeah, my advice is, if you want to come do photography in Iceland, you can, and you should use Thor, and you'll come to places like this. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Cheers, buddy.
Okay. Cheers.
Right. Right. I'm gonna go and see if I can find some more compositions. But the main thing I wanted to say, I don't think film's any better than digital. I don't think digital's any better than film. It's pretty much, it's good fun, and it's it really does hone your photography skills, and I just love the challenge. So there you go. Thought I'd just throw that in there. Right, let's see if we can find one more shot.
Shortly after filming that quick piece with Thor, the clouds built in, and soon after it started raining. So we packed up and tried out another much smaller geothermal area, but unfortunately the weather did not improve. I'm setting up to photograph one of Iceland's most famous geothermal pools, 𝐴𝐴𝐿. Thank you. And this is a bit of a sad reality check. Just Google it and you'll see what I mean. A lot of the images of this pool that you might see online show a vibrant, otherworldly blue lagoon, captured with a wide-angle lens from the edge of this turquoise abyss. Unfortunately, the reality is far from what those images show online. Those images aren't necessarily fake, but a few years ago a boardwalk was installed, which means that you can no longer freely walk around the pools and get that wide-angle shot. Now personally, I think the path system is a great thing as it will preserve the area for years to come. However, you might also notice that the pool is not the same colour as many of the images now seen online. Now I don't know the full story, and there are a few rumours out there, but something happened which caused the brown water to leak into the blue pool, and as a result, those images from years past will never be recreated.
Alright, so I'm just waiting for the steam to go past, you know, a good bit of steam, that's what I'm waiting for. Boom. And that is me done here at the thermal pools. It's been fun. So, I have no idea how today's images have turned out, the images in this video. But I think what's important to say is, for this trip especially, I'm really allowing myself to mess up. Like, I'm not putting any pressure on myself, any expectations. So, you know, I do have my Fuji X-T3, which again, I am using, and I have used when the film camera isn't suitable, but I'm really experimenting. Like with that shot with the Velvia 50 and a couple of different exposures and the polarizer, like if it doesn't turn out, I honestly won't be mortified, I won't be that upset. But what is important is that I try and experiment and then see what happens with the results. And I expect to learn a lot from this trip. What I don't expect from this trip is for every single image to come out perfectly, every single exposure to be perfectly exposed. It's kind of not why I'm here. I'm here to really challenge myself, try and shoot stuff that you know, that I really want to shoot, and really just be a little bit brave, and you know, just rely on my own intuition. Am I just talking rubbish? How can I sum this up in one sentence? I'm not bothered if I fail. I'm having fun trying and playing with different films, and I can't wait to see the results, even if they're not going to be successful. There you go, that's how you do it. Welcome to YouTube, everybody. All right, I'm going to go because I've got to pack away this tent, and we're going to head, oh man, windy. There we go. We're going to hopefully head to a warmer climate where it will be more comfortable than what is here, because it's just windy, drizzly, hovering around 0, and I'm not gonna lie, it is miserable. So packing up, getting out of here. So until next time, thank you so much for watching, and yeah, bye for now.